Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Apple Rush Brands channel, striving to provide quality consumer packaged goods, vertically integrating the business from manufacturing to distribution. Joining us, as always, Tony, the Chief Executive Officer, is going to give us some more clerical insight into this diverse business. First and foremost, welcome back, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me, Kyle. It's great to see you.
I always love getting you on because you guys have a lot going on under the hood there. And I want to kick it off with, first and foremost, some of the concerns coming out of investors with that brewery deal. I mean, how is the Lena Brewing project kind of coming along, that acquisition, and how are you guys kind of expanding this?
Yeah, we've been working on the acquisition, and the paperwork has gone back and forth between the attorneys for quite a few weeks. A couple vacations in the middle for some of the attorneys that are working on the project that has stretched out a little longer maybe than we had hoped. However, the brewery is, doing some things, getting things in place for us to bring us in. They've added some tanks. They bought, 4 brand new or new to them tanks for brewing. They've ordered a $700,000 new canning line to do our sleek cans, and they just actually won a brewery auction walk-in cooler that is big enough to hold like 300 pallets of beverage at a time. It's over twice as big as what they currently have. That would have cost about $300,000 new. It's been, in the low to mid 20s, to acquire it. So a lot of really good things going on with the brewery. Obviously, they wouldn't be making those investments if they weren't serious about allowing us to close the transaction.
Yeah, so your confidence that this is going to continue to go through as you just kind of work through some of the odds and ends here is fairly high, right?
Yeah, you're talking about a multi-million-dollar transaction, and those transactions aren't easy. There's different investors, or they have like 20 different shareholders in their investment pool. It's not easy to get everybody to agree to do one thing.
Now, it might be hard to put down a time frame for that, but what are your thoughts?
I'm sure it'll be closed before the end of the year. I mean, it might not be closed by the end of this month, but it's gonna close relatively soon here.
I appreciate those insights and kind of expanding forward. I mean, tell me about the Elevated Hemp acquisition. I mean, that's another big one going on with you guys.
Yeah, we actually closed on that transaction, and I've known the guys that owned Elevated Hemp from the very beginning. Actually, that product was in Lucky's Market and some different places where we had our Apple Rush product in it. It was a really great product. They went through some changes and had some issues with manufacturing and whatnot during the start of COVID, and basically took it out of the marketplace. But it is a good product. It's a good, Elevate Hemp is a great name. They've got a lot of packaging available. There's like 9,000 empty bags already printed. And when you're launching a product line, the packaging is the biggest expense.
Yeah.
It's fifty to $80,000 in packaging that they're sitting on. All we have to do is grind some coffee now, put it in bags, and we can relaunch the product. It's going to be very inexpensive to relaunch. And I would look for it within the next 30 days. I would say we probably have it back on Amazon and on our own website. It's going to happen very rapidly.
Great to hear, man. And then just finally moving forward, I mean, Kratom Formula is coming along as well. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, our Kratom formulas are really second to none. We've finished the formulation of a 2-ounce shot of our powder stick that you can pour into water, shake it up, and drink it, where you can't taste the kratom in it. And we do have a tablet. Looks like we're going to be potentially buying a machine actually to compress the tablets on our own. We'll have to see how that comes along, but I would anticipate that prior to the end of this year, we will launch a full line of really advanced, highest end kratom products that are available in the marketplace.
Yeah, I feel like you don't get any sleep, so I got to ask you. I mean, there's some intriguing stuff going on with the idea of restructuring the company, and I mean, with what's going on this year, do you guys got any plans on kind of just projects or anything that's coming up into play for 2023 that could add value to Apple Rush?
Yeah, I think that we're going to do a few different things. We're in negotiations with several shareholders to restructure their holdings, because they are significant. We're looking at the opportunity of changing the name and making it give us a name that could be a holding company name versus, Apple Rush Company really doesn't tell us what we really do, because most of our business isn't Apple Rush. Even though that's a big product line, it's not our primary focus all the time. We make CBD, Delta 8, HHC, Kratom, Kava, all kinds of different botanical products. And we probably need to get a name that gets more in line with that so that people can see what we really do and don't look up and look at Apple Rush and say, oh, gee whiz, they don't have anything, right? It's, we have Element Brands. We've got a lot of different things. We have 2 hemp farms, it's going to be crazy. We just need to get our name in line with what we really are.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like as these tumultuous times alleviate, we're going to see the work that you pressured through during these rocky moments within the market. But at this point, I really appreciate this, Tony. So I'll pass the question off to the viewers. We'd love to know what you guys think about all this in that comment section below, and consider subscribing, because this news keeps hitting the wire faster than we can keep up with it. So we'll obviously update you here consistently. But stay cool, stay awesome, and as always, we look forward to catching you in the next one.